Join us today as we walk on suspension bridges and take in the most epic views. So just getting all the hiking gear ready for our mammoth hike all the way up those rock formations. But as you can see, all the cloud has just come in, and we are still in the Alps. It does need to be given the attention it deserves, and with ever-changing weather we're equipped for it, but I don't think that's very sensible. So back to the drawing board, and we'll go and find ourselves another hike. So we packed everything back up, walked it back to the van, and then Paul stowed it in his little man garage at the back, and then we drove to find another hike. We only drove for about 20-25 minutes, found this gorgeous lake and thought that looks like a wonderful walk to do out of the clouds, and managed to park right on the front. So we're just running along the footpath adjacent to this wonderful lake that we've just found. We were setting off on an 8-kilometre hike, and it was just stunning, the blue waters and autumnal colours. Whoa, the path's getting steep. Hopefully a cracking view at the top. Someone on 4 legs wasn't finding it too difficult at all, and yes, it didn't take long for those views to open up. Can you see that suspension bridge? They're so cool. We're going to need to go and find it. But not before more uphill climbing, although again, more stunning views. Just look at that. That was the top where the big cross was, and as we passed over we found a gravestone at the top, so we went and said hello. And then we carried on going downhill, and again, more vistas opening up. Look at that view and the colour of the water. It's quite steep over the edge. Wow. The path then took us to a road. We scampered across really quickly, picked up the track on the other side, and then we were met with our first bridge, which was a vehicle bridge. But look, walking on that, the views are just breathtaking. Walking on our first bridge, which is a vehicle bridge, so not as exciting as the suspension bridge, but look at that water. It's just such a gorgeous colour. At the other end we crossed a river and then had even more up and up until eventually we found the suspension bridge. Bosun had to be carried across, wasn't too keen, and again, look at the views from either side of this bridge. It just doesn't seem real. So I'm halfway across. It's actually quite sturdy, bit windy, epic. I'm not usually very good with heights, but this one was really good. Job done. We stopped and took on some water and ate a satsuma each before carrying on our walk back towards the van, again alongside the lake with those vivid colours shining through the trees. We then hit the road as we had a 2-hour drive and wanted to get there before dark, so we really were chasing the sunset. Our next destination was a place called Cistern, and there it was, lit up on the hill, waiting for our arrival. Here's a few pictures from today. Literally, it was as beautiful as it looks. We're so lucky to have experienced this, and we're looking forward to a good explore at our new destination tomorrow. To recap, here's our drive, about 80 miles, 100 kilometres, 2 hours south. Hoping to get a little bit warmer as well. See you tomorrow.